I'm Scott with Marcs Mobility. Today we're reviewing this Quantum Edge HD power chair with seat lift, tilt, recline, and legs, so stay tuned. This is the Quantum Edge HD. This chair has 19 hours of usage on it, and the manufacturer date is about a year old, so they must have used it maybe a month at the most. So this chair is in very good condition. Like I said, it has the electric seat lift, tilt, recline, and legs. This is the HD chair, so it has a 400-pound weight capacity. Usually the Edge HD has a 450-pound capacity, but because this one has a seat lift, it's maxed out at 400 pounds. So I'm going to start with the seat lift. You can control the functions through your joystick, or you can use the switch box in the back. I'm going to use the switch box because it's a little easier. These are double touch buttons. So if you push it once, the seat will go up. You push it again, it'll go down. It goes like that for every function. So if you're not getting it to go the direction you want, you would just hit the button again. So this has a 10-inch seat lift. I'm going to bring it all the way to the top, and then I'll get some measurements for you. And this is the eye level seat lift as well. This allows the unit, so while it's fully in this elevated position, you can drive the unit. So let me get a tape measure and I'll measure this for you. So right now we are 31 inches above the ground. So that means your seat to ground height when all the way down is 21 inches because this has a 10-inch seat lift. While I have the seat lift up, we're going to take a look at the base of the chair. So down here, these are your motors right here. These are direct drive motors. They go straight to the hub of the tire. You have suspension in the rear and the front of the unit. You can adjust this as well, these shocks right here. Now, if you ever have to transport the chair, we do have tie-down points right here, and there's some up front. If you ever bring it into a van or something and you have to latch it down. And then also, if you ever have to push the chair, let's say the battery dies for whatever reason, you have to push it. This is a very heavy chair. You can't just move it around. But you want to turn the power off in the joystick. You want the power off because the power on will create some resistance in the motors. It'll be hard to push. Then we have these yellow levers right here on the motors. You're going to push those down into the neutral position. There's a motor on each side. And now you can wheel the chair around. Now the chair will not drive in neutral. You do have to make sure those are back in the lock position. That allows the chair to drive again. If you are in neutral, it'll give an error code on your joystick and your chair will not work. Okay, so now with the seat lift elevated, the seat lift is great because if you ever have to reach in cabinets or work in your sink, or if you want to pull up to a bar or a table or anything like that, the seat lift is a great function. It also helps you get out of the chair. These footrests do flip out of the way, and if you have issues getting out of your chair from a fully seated position, you have to put a lot of pressure on. What you can do is bring the seat lift up, then use that to elevate you so you can more or less just kind of slide out rather than have to lift all the way. I'm going to turn the power back on, set these foot plates down, and I'm going to bring the seat lift back down, and we will start going over some of the other functions. So while the seat lift is going down, this chair does have a swing away joystick. That means the joystick will move to the side. If you want to come up closer to a table, it puts the joystick out of the way. I'll slide that back. And we're down. So now I'm going to go over the electric tilt. I got to press the button again. There we go. So the electric tilt will bring the back, the cushion, and your legs all up at once. Now this is one of the most medically necessary electric functions to have on your chair. This relieves pressure from your bottom and puts it more on your back. This is great at preventing pressure sores or just relieving tension or pressure, redistributing your weight throughout the chair. So this is the electric tilt. Another thing you can do is use the electric legs. If you need really extreme circulation, you can do this. Not saying you would need this, just showing what you can do with this chair. So I'm going to bring the legs up. While those are coming up, this chair does have a safety belt right here. It is an extra large safety belt as well. Since this is an HD chair, you can adjust it pretty far out. So this is very extreme circulation, but I just wanted to show you what this chair can do. I'm going to bring the tilt back down and I'm going to leave the legs up. So you can use that if you do need to get your feet above your heart for circulation issues, you can do that. So now I'm going to go all the way down. Then I'm going to show you the electric recline. So I'm going to press the button that has just the back on it, and you'll see this chair recline back. Now, because it's an HD chair, I don't believe this one will go into a lay flat recline at 180 degrees, but it will go back pretty far. So this is as far back as it'll go, so this is a good resting position if you do need that. Like I said, I won't go to the full 180 degrees, but this is the electric recline. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the back and the legs down and up at the same time. I'm pressing 2 buttons at once. There we go. And now we're back at our normal seated position. One thing I want to go over as well is this chair has lights on it. So there's a button right here, and these little fender lights light up. They're not super bright. They're not meant to light up an entire hallway, but you can be seen at night. You can see a little bit with them. So you do have front and rear lights. They're triggered by that button right here. So now I'm going to show you the seat. I'm going to try to turn the chair forward. There we go. So this is the seat cushion on it. It's kind of a nice foam cushion. Same with the back with like a fake leather on both of them. Very comfortable seat. And this cushion currently is measuring 22 inches by about 19 inches. Now these chairs are adjustable. So if you're 5'2" or 6 foot tall, we can adjust the width and the depth and the height of the back and the legs. So if it's too short or too tall for you, we can adjust this to fit you. We're going to send a measuring chart out when you order this chair. The distance in between the arms is about about 20.5 inches in between the arms. Then outside of arm to outside of arm is about 26.5 inches. That is your maximum width you would need with this current configuration. Now, if you do want a wider seat or wider back, that would bring the arms further out. But currently, to get through a doorway, we're at 26.5 inches, so you need around a 27, 28 inch door to be able to get through. I'm going to turn this back around. Now, this is a mid-wheel drive chair, meaning the drive wheels are in the middle of the chair, so it turns on its own length. You will see that when we do the outside demonstration. Back here we have a headrest. The headrest is removable. You just loosen this knob here. Headrest comes up. You can adjust the headrest as well. There's different adjustment points here with just an Allen wrench. And this is kind of an extra wide headrest, so it gives you a lot more room. It is not adjustable. It does not look like it can adjust in and out, but it is an extra wide headrest, so it will be extra comfortable, especially during that tilt. Let me slide that back in. There we go. Another thing I want to go over is charging on this chair. So this is the charger. This is not the one you're going to get, but you will get a similar charger to this. One end is going to plug into the wall. The other end goes into your joystick. Now, unlike most joysticks where the charger is underneath there, this one is actually on the side on the inside. So your charging port is on this side. You just plug it into the wall. Once the light on this charger goes from orange to green, the charger will shut off and your batteries are full. These are smart chargers. They do stop charging once your batteries are full. So this is the Quantum Edge HD. This does take 75 amp batteries as well if you need batteries for your chair. I got a link in the description to the batteries for the Quantum Edge HD. We ship all over the country, so just check that link. I will also have the link to this chair in the description if it's still available, so go ahead and check that link as well for pricing. With that, I'm going to take this outside. We're going to do an outside demonstration and see how it goes, so follow me. So this is the Quantum Edge HD. This is the heavy-duty power chair with the electric seat lift, tilt, recline, and legs. This is a mid-wheel drive power chair, so with the drive wheels in the middle, like I was saying earlier, it'll turn on its own. So you can see it's got a really tight turning radius. It turns on its own length. It does have the heavy duty drive motors as well, so we're gonna try it in the grass over here. It tracks really well. Being a mid-wheel drive power chair, it does do well on flat terrain. I wouldn't recommend taking this on anything crazy, but if you got to go through grass to go to a soccer game or anything like that, this is a great power chair. I'm going to try the seat lift and we'll see what the top speed is with the seat lift elevated. So this is the 10-inch eye level. And you have to hold the button for a second or two before it actually registers a seat lift. But we're going up now. We're almost there. Now we're all the way up. So this is what it looks like while fully elevated. So about 3 miles an hour. But this is at a reduced pace because you're elevated. They don't want you being unstable. Make sure you only use the seat lift on level grounds. Don't do this on any uneven terrain. You do have to take care of these. You don't want to put yourself in any unsafe conditions. But this is the Quantum Edge HD. If you're interested in this unit, check the link in the description below. I have a link to this exact one. Or if you're interested in batteries, I also have links to this. So once again, this is the Quantum Edge HD.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.